What's up, Blackrue crew? We are live. Had a little technical difficulties this morning, so we're going a little live a little later normal. So yeah, that's just what it is this today. So before we get started, cue Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer? Best believe I was Blackrue investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting. So we binge on that Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing.
What's going on, guys? Let's share the screen here first. So, Cosmos ecosystem looks very poised to break something off during the next bull run here. And I want us to take a little look-see at it here. But first, let's go over to the different platforms so we can add everyone in. Come on over. Be sure to come over here to Blackrue Investing, like and subscribe, and become part of the Blackrue crew over here. During the telecast here, during the live here, I'll be sure to drop the Telegram. We're building a nice little community in there. And I was able to tell the Telegram people here, hey, we're going to be a little bit late. Also, be sure to come over to my Twitter where you can also like and subscribe. And I also said, that the show is going to be late here due to technical difficulties with the internet. So be sure to come over, like and subscribe to Twitter, like and subscribe to the channel. And here, sometime in here, I'll make sure I drop the Telegram. It's a private Telegram. So we don't get too much riffraff in there. But yeah, that's what we're going to do there. Make sure I drop the Telegram. It's a private Telegram. So GT Nuts, what's up? What's up? We don't get too much. Let me come over here and go over to the gentleman of crypto side. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Here on the gentleman crypto side, let's see what we got in the house. What's up, Stan? I was scoping Osmosis. Yep, Osmosis is another good one on their platform. All right, cool. We in here. All right. So, little announcement. Be sure to watch on the channel here. I'm going to have an interview coming up with Baron's Crypto. He does some good stuff. South African brother, or at least he stays in South Africa. I'm not sure if that's where he's from. So, but be sure to come check out the channel and be over, going over, give him a like and subscribe at Baron's Crypto. He'll be on the channel on the, God, when did we say the date was? Let me go back and see if I can find it. Okay, I'll be back at you with that date. Let me see here. I think it's here. Okay, 11th of March. Okay, so we don't have a time just yet because if you guys aren't aware, they're going through some power issues over there in South Africa. But we're going to go live 11th of March, and if you can't catch the live, just come over and catch the recording. Now here, let's go and focus on this Cosmos chain here. So one of the things that I was noticing, and I'm not going to bring up my wallet or anything, but one of the things I was noticing was you can get a lot of value staking some of these things on the Kepler wallet. I think osmosis was like 10%. Persistence was like 23%. There were some crazy percentages for some of these staking them on the Cosmos wallet. So maybe things like Kraken are gone, but with DeFi, you can get some great values just staking these right now. And my thing with staking is always, okay, like is staking worth the amount of you know what I mean? Is it worth where the price is? Because a lot of the times if you're staking in a bull market and then it drops down 20%, then what the heck are you doing, right? But if we look at a lot of these coins right now, staking them might not be such a bad value because come the next bull run, these things are going to be worth a heck of a lot more than what they're worth right now, right? So osmosis. And this circulating supply is probably wrong because it's coin market cap, but we know the max supply is 1 billion. So now staking osmosis here at 84 cents and getting that 10% value is going to be grand because it'll probably make it back to some these like $10 like values. But let's just say that it makes it back to $10, right? That's over a 10x right there for osmosis. Okay. So shout out Stan. Like I actually think that would be a great thing to do. And again, I said I wasn't going to bring up the Kepler wallet, so I'm not. But you can get like 10% fees here with or 10%, excuse me, interest staking these. Okay. So that's something to very much be aware of. And let's come over here and look at persistence and see where it's at. XPRT, 56 cents. Wow. Okay. For 20% staking fees, this is not bad, especially considering how bad it dumped out. I know some people that were like really pumping this coin at like $10 and $11. Was telling people stake, and look at it now, it's crazy. But right now, at this low value, staking it right now might not be such a bad thing. And to get 20% on your value and the coin makes it back to like, let's just say even $5. That's a 10x right there. So that's something. That's something. Now, one of the things I was looking at here was a lot of these have a lot of great value stacked up in them. And the IBC protocol has looked to be very interoperable. Okay. Now, shout out to Crypto and Down. I saw this thing on their channel. It's called Crypto Flows, and definitely go over and give Crypto and Down a watch, a like, and subscribe. But look here, this coin called XLR. There's so much stuff flowing in through it, and it's like an interoperable like thing that's meant to have to let you interoperate with dApps, and you can see it is definitely doing its job. Osmosis, Ethereum, Juno, Avalanche, Polygon, EVMOS, Moonbeam, Phantom, Cosmos Hub, all of those are flowing through this thing. So it's kind of on Cosmos. You can kind of say it's on Cosmos, and you can see here cross-chain bridge protocol centered around its own Cosmos SDC-based chain. In addition to producing blocks on the XLR chain, validators must also monitor the state of the external bridge connect blockchains to attest to the state of these chains using threshold signatures. Now, I believe this is something you can buy on Coinbase. You can also buy it on KuCoin. But this thing is so relatively new. It's another one where the circulating supply, like only a fifth of it is out there right now. So just keep that in mind. But it's one of the total supply is still very kind of low at a little over 1 billion, but it's really never seen a bull market. It came out October 2022. Was at 60 something, 63 cents. I remember someone in the Blackrue crew told me about this coin when it first came out, and I'm liking what I see with as far as like all this money flowing through it, and it really has yet to establish a high yet. Hasn't broke over $1 yet. 71 cents. I think this might be something here, especially considering how much cross-chain stuff we have going through it. You can see here, XLR features 3 components: a decentralized network, a software development kit of protocols, APIs, a set of gateway smart contracts for cross-chain connectivity. So, and the whole purpose is to help builders of decentralized applications with seamless cross-chain communication. And it's kind of leveraging the IBC in order to do that. So extremely something that like we will want to take advantage of. And let's see who's in the house here before I continue on here. What's up, Sharon Dawson? Welcome in. Appreciate it. Appreciate the constant patronage over here. What's up, Nerd Up Inc. Marv? Another regular in the house. Power of 9. What's up? Dot will rule the next cycle. Top 3 coin. Okay. So Dot. Everybody likes to compare Dot, Cosmos, and like ArcBlock. I think these 3 companies have 3 different focuses, just period. Okay. They have 3 different focuses, but everyone likes to compare them. Okay. And I think Dot's focus is really World Economic Forum. They're going to be really highly focused on those type of companies. That's where I see Dot. Dot's going to have its focus with the LCXs of the world. I think LCX is eventually going to build their platform on Dot, and that's Parachain right here. You got all these different ones: Moonbeam, Aster, and a lot of people are really gaga over S-Star. Energy Web Token, you guys know I'm hot and heavy for Energy Web Token, but as you can see here, and I've done this different times before, the max amount in Moonbeam here is 77 million, but if you go over to the Cosmos chain, you see a lot more in its stuff. Kava, Kronos, Kanto, Osmosis, Thorchain. All 5 of those chains have more in it than Moonbeam at the moment. But that's not. I'm not saying that Dot's trash. I'm just saying that Dot's focus is different, and its focus is going to be on things like, and this is DeFi, so this is not even talking about like energy web token is going to be a whole like energy what do you say, like broker. It's going to be a whole energy broker delivering stuff to different energy platforms, different countries, different energy via the what is it called, R3 Cordia. So that focus is going to be private. It's not going to have anything to do with DeFi. So so kind of judging it by this is not gonna it's not gonna bring into account all the things that Polkadot has going for it. So Polkadot, its focus is going to be more with the private sector, more with stuff like Energy Web Token, LCX, stuff like that. Whereas Cosmos is going to be more about interoperability. You can see the big type of different chains we have on here with Thor Chain, which has a lot of on ramps to privacy tokens. Osmosis, which is not listed on any exchange. You got to kind of go buy Atom, you got to go buy Cosmos, and then get yourself a Kepler wallet or whatever, and then get onto their platform, which they have growing now. But you got Terra, both Terra Luna and Terra Luna 2 and Terra Classic on here. Again, Thor Chain, Osmosis, Kava. I was getting into that a little bit today, and we'll get into it as well. We'll also get into Injective today, which you can see has had a great month. Up 50% here, up 25% here, up 7% here. So we're going to get into that as well. But here you see Kronos. This is Crow. That whole chain is on here. But again, like I just showed you with XLR, which they don't have XLR listed here for some strange reason, but on crypto flows, we do see the money is flowing very nicely through XLR from multiple different platforms. So it seems that it really is achieving the cross-chain bridge protocol stuff that it says it can achieve. And you can see the majority of the things that are going through it right now are Cosmos based, with Osmosis, EVMost, where's the other one? Juno and Secrets on here somewhere, I think. Oh, and Cosmos Hub, of course. So a lot of money flowing through here. I think it's a little sleeping giant that we need to pay attention to coming up here in this upcoming bull run. Just look at that. That's amazing. And we got a couple Ethereum ones on the outskirts here. Near Protocol. Polkadot has a couple things coming through it. But again, I'm not sure that I think its focus, good little amount from Binance there. I think Polkadot's focus is going to be with these private things. And I think ArcBlock's focus is going to be more with snazzy dApps and the digital ID type of deal. I think that's going to be ArcBlock's focus. So everybody's going to have their focus. And yeah, so that's all I got to say about that one. Boot of Boots, what's up? I think Moonbeam is making a bridge to the Cosmos ecosystem. Okay. So one of the things I said to you guys, I mentioned from earlier this year, and this is from an Ethereum guy. This is the 23 predictions for 2023. So it seems like 23 is going to be a really important number this year. A lot of people that I like, shout out to Waters Above Crypto. They do this on a gematria level. Um, they say that 23 is a big number this year, of course, for 2-3, right? 23. But it's really, um, also to note, since we're kind of getting on that gematria level and saying that 23 is a big number, quite a coinky dink that this here Silvergate crash thingy happened on 2-3 on okay, well, if you're American, you'll say 3-2, right? But if you're over in Europe, you would say 2-3, the date first, and then and then like the month. So 2-3 being important again with this, and then you got I guess you got the crash happening on 3-3, 33, right? Which is another kind of quote unquote Illuminati number, right? But anyway, that's a separate subject. That's a Rockfin subject. Where was I? Okay, Cosmos. Let's go back there. So Moonbeam, that would be cool if Moonbeam gets a connection here to Cosmos as well. But we have here Kava. Kava was one I was looking at because I always get this one confused with Kusama, like for whatever reason, which is on Polkadot. But Kava, they have a whole lending platform. Take a while for this to come up. And if you guys have any questions, be sure to put them in here. We'll take a look at them. What's up, E? So, Kava, let's bring it up here. Now, Kava's actually kind of had its price discovery. It's another one that's kind of on its way down. And things are getting kind of quote unquote boring, which is like when I think we're going to have another like breakout. The new moon is coming up here on the 7th. So keep that in mind. After such a vicious drop, it would be kind of crazy to have, not crazy, but it'd be just crypto-esque for things to kind of float back up again now that we had this drop, right? So the full moon is here. That does tend to be a time where we go a little bullish. And again, remember here we have a solar eclipse coming up. As this loads, we have a solar eclipse up here on April. So these are two times that are too far in the future, especially, the new moon coming up on the 7th, where we might see some bullish activity. So just FYI on that. But let's dig into Kava here. I'm not sure if I'm reading this wrong because it looks like the circulating supply is more than the total supply. So let's go over to CoinGecko right quick. No, I'm not reading that wrong. It does say the circulating supply is more than the total supply. So let's go over to CoinGecko. Because that doesn't make any sense. but there is something I wanted to read from their description of Kava for you guys. Let me close this right quick because things are moving kind of slow over here. Kind of slowly. Okay, that should be better. Okay, so total supply is actually a little under 500,000. So I'm not sure what was going on there with coin market cap, but that's what the total supply is. And if we look at this, sitting at 76 cents, with the high being at about a little over 8, that's more than the 10x here. I believe coin market cap sold me something even different. Okay, yeah, no, it's about the same. Okay, so high over 10x here. And I loved here they say, okay, the Kava network uses a developer optimized co-chain architecture. The Ethereum co-chain enables support for EV smart contracts, while the Cosmos co-chain enables lightning fast Tendermint consensus engine and an inter-blockchain protocol, inter-blockchain communication protocol. The two co-chains are connected by a translator module that enables them to interoperate seamlessly, bringing the two most used blockchain development environments together in a single scalable network. So that seems to be what Cosmos is doing. They're going to seamlessly bring together the Cosmos network and Ethereum, which is like brilliant. We just talked about Energy Web Token. Seems to be going down a bit here. Let me change that so it doesn't continue to beat. Okay, so now that brings me to the 23 blockchain predictions article that I wanted to show y'all. If we come down here and remember, this is from an Ethereum guy because he was global head of business development for Consensus. And Consensus they're the guys who are behind the coding of Ethereum, and Consensus, where they get all their funding from is JP Morgan. So take that into account. So even though JP Morgan claims to not like crypto, loves blockchain or whatever, they're funding the developers who are making Ethereum. So just in mind. Cosmic Cosmos. So this Ethereum guy, very high on it. And it makes sense now because when you look at a lot of these projects like Kava, like XLR, they're trying to interoperate with Ethereum. So that's going to be really good for both platforms. Cosmos gets interesting as developers and users seek more customization. App chains will also live on Ethereum. He always pulls everything back to Ethereum. Of course, those are his guys. In 2023, the Cosmos vision will finally find mass adoption. Cosmos is not a blockchain, but a galaxy interconnected blockchain, which we just saw, right? Important chains will employ the inter-blockchain communication standard, a technology designed to mimic the early innovations of TCP, IP, blah, blah, blah. For various hackers, bridges have presented the most lucrative attack vector, totaling a whopping $2.5 billion since 2020 happening. So basically, he's saying that this is going to operate in a way that's better than a bridge. He didn't say it, but he kind of implied it here by saying, "Oh, this is going to be like TCP standard for you guys who know about web programming. That's like sending things over a network protocol." But anyway, this is going to work better than the bridge because it's going to be a standard of communication instead. So moving on, as blockchains have matured in application, developers will be forced to welcome and own more of the blockchain stack. We'll see a range of customizations. How much security does your chain want or need? It's open for all developers, question mark. How about fees? Where do you want to be connected? The mini chains approach makes these customizations possible and may unlock the true product market fit. So basically, Cosmos is truly multi-chain. So in here, he's going to talk some more about Ethereum and putting it in there with Cosmos. But anyway, shows you even Ethereum guy is very high on Cosmos, and this is coming from not Ethereum hedge fund guy as well, venture capitals. So there you go. Let's HR also taking a little bit more of a nosedive. Great value there with HBAR. All right, before I move on to injective, let's see if we have any questions here. None seen there. Couple over here. Energy Web Token are more than Dovu, hands down. When are they going to allow Energy Web Token to move? That's a question. We'll see, but yeah, and we'll get back to that as well. And yeah, okay, I guess we can get to Stan's question because this question about XLR, because it just builds on what we're saying. How does XLR communicate without being hacked? Are they using any bridges? Excuse me. It goes into what that gentleman just said here with Cosmic Cosmos. Basically, they're using the inter-blockchain protocol. It's not bridges. Yeah, it's not bridges. And this guy did not really do a good job of explaining it here. He really didn't do a good job of explaining it. Basically, having a standard communication layer makes more sense. So basically, the IBC is a standard communication layer, kind of in the mold of a TCP. It's not a bridge. It's an actual layer. And you can see kind of that with the Kava, it's kind of making use of its own layer. It's not a bridge. And let's bring up XLR again so it can kind of get into some of that deepness for us. So sorry, guys. I might have to close this down because it's going to keep beeping because things are going through some stuff right now. Okay, sorry about that, because I know that sound annoys people. I'm so sorry about that. Where were we? XLR. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So as far as this can say is it doesn't seem like it's a bridge. They say yeah, it doesn't seem like it's a bridge. I don't want to go kind of deep into a white paper or anything like that because that might be kind of boring. But it doesn't seem like it uses a bridge here. But let me give you guys a link to the Telegram where we can actually go through like deeper things like this if we really want to. Okay, let's see here. Do, 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 do. And you guys may have to come over to my side of the channel to get the link because last time I did this, for whatever reason, even though I could see the link on my end, I couldn't see the link on the Gentleman of Crypto end, or people couldn't see the link on the Gentleman of Crypto end. So, boom, there it is. Boom, there we go. Okay, so let's continue. So, sorry guys, I'm a little thrown off today because it's a different time. Um, but anyway, let's go. Um, Injective. So the thing that I really liked here about Injective, again, this is another one on the Cosmos blockchain here. And as you can see, it's getting more money put into its DeFi. It's actually at an all-time high. It just got the DeFi going. And if we go over to their website, they claim that they're marked Cuban backed, if that means anything to you. um, he hasn't had a very bright uh, he hasn't had a very bright past in crypto, but whatever, right? That's it. He's a name. So backed by Binance, backed by Pantera, which I'm not sure who they are, backed by Jump, backed by Mark Cuban. And I liked the description that a market cap gave of them because, again, it emphasizes the interoperability of Cosmos. So here we go. Open interoperable layer one for blockchain building of powerful DApp applications, uniquely provides plug and play financial infrastructure primitives such as high performance on chain, decentralized exchange infrastructure, decentralized bridges. Oh, okay. So maybe this one's a bridge. Oracles and composable smart chain layers with Cosmowasp. Coswasp. I'm not sure how to say that. Where was it here? One other thing. There we go. Injective natively uses IBC and is highly interoperable with multiple layer ones, including but not limited to Polygon and Solana through upcoming wormhole integration. It's also uniquely built to be interoperable with Ethereum through its own decentralized ERC20 token bridge, making Injective the first network within the Cosmos ecosystem to natively support Ethereum assets. And of course, as we now seen, it's not the only one now, because Kava and XLR can also support it as well. Going back to crypto flows, you can see Ethereum's here. So Ethereum is moving things through XLR. Let's see if they're moving things through Kava or not. I think they are moving things through Injective on here. We can see, I think, brings us back to the root of this. Bear with me. I guess I can just press this and it'll bring it back. Okay, there we go. So there you can see XLR. Where is Injective? It's on here somewhere. Let's go to Cosmos Hub. Maybe it'll show us where Injective is. Osmosis, Gravity Chain, EVMOS, Juno. Could have sworn Injective was on this list for some reason. Let's see all chains. Okay, I don't see Injective on here. Let's go over to DeFi Swap or DeFi Llama. It'll show us Injective for sure. Okay, here's Injective. Okay, just Helix chain up for now. Just Helix chain up for now. I could have sworn there was more things than that. But anyway, moving on to Kava. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you guys about Kava. They have this lending platform. And the way I believe it works, I'm not 100% sure because I was just looking at it today, is you could supply these different tokens. Most of them are tokens that are on the platform or on the Cosmos blockchain, like Akash, like Atom, like Kava, but you get a certain APY for supplying it, and that APY is split up into two different tokens, Kava and a mix of the other tokens. So not only are you awarded in Kava for supplying Atom, you're also rewarded with some Atom. Okay, so something to look at if you want to, supply some tokens for lending, and you want to play the whole APY game. It's something for you to definitely look at. USDX, let's look at that too. I haven't heard of that stablecoin before. USDX. Okay, Kava. It's something just a Kava stable chain coin, it looks like. Not sure why it's only 83 cents as opposed to like $1, but whatever. I guess maybe it lost its peg. I don't know. USDX is crypto-backed native stablecoin of Kava D Hub. According to Kava Labs, anyone in the world can deposit digital assets as collateral on Kava and use that balance to mint USDX tokens. Okay. Apparently, one USDX is 83 cents. So I'm not sure how this is supposed to be a stable coin when it's not really pegged to $1. I don't get that, but whatever. See if we have any more questions. Okay, yep. Energy Web or Dovu. I'm definitely taking Energy Web. I've been over like how deep involved with the World Economic Forum and places like Web3 Cordia that Energy Web is. I'm definitely taking that over Dovu. But let's look at Dovu right quick because I'm not sure if everyone else is familiar with Dovu. Dovu is another kind of like energy involved carbon credits like thing. And I think this one is built on Hedera, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's go look here. Tokenized voluntary carbon marketplace. So as far as I've heard, I haven't seen that these guys are connected with the same type of people that would make them work. I know that Energy Web Token is connected to Polkadot. I know they're connected to R3 Cordia. Like, how will Duvo actually work? Okay, Saucer Swap. Okay, so this is the one that's on Hedera. Okay. Okay, yeah. Partners to be proud of. And this is fine. Crypto Climate Accord, Ocean, Poly Network, and they've upgraded their website a whole lot because their website used to be kind of garbage. But Energy Web Token, they're at this point as far away up and above ahead of them because they're connected to BlackRock. They're just connected to way more people at this point. So R3 Cordia, it's crazy. But though as cheap as it is right now, it might be something to really look at. So Energy Web Token, we only have 100 million tokens. That's a very small amount of tokens. Dovu here, less than a billion. But with it being such a lottery play down here, maybe it ends up doing something. Who knows? But man, look at that. It's been around for all its time. And It moved up to like 5 cents during the last bull run, but then it's just chilling here. I don't know. You have to make a decision here if it's worth the squeeze for you here under a cent. Um, it just doesn't seem like it has the partners to pull off what it's saying at this point, even though it's related to Hedera. It doesn't have BlackRock mentioning it in a press release, right? It doesn't have deals in place with R3 Cordia, which would that just puts Energy Web right in the driver's seat because we know it's now going to be connected to all these banking clearinghouses. So if it actually wants to broker energy like a commodity, it can because it's connected to the banking clearinghouses with R3 Cordia. So it's already there. And if you really go into it, I've seen different things that say Energy Web tokens actually already cleared by the SEC to be like a commodity. So I'm way higher on Energy Web at this point than Deauville. And by the way, that's something I told the patrons like a while ago. If you guys are interested in the Patreon, a link should be in the description of any of the videos on my video section of the thing, not the live, but any of the ones that say videos. The link should be in there for you for the Patreon. How can we collab with you? Looking to have an AMA. Oh man, yeah, I'd love to collab with you, brother. Now, if you're saying collab with me specifically, you can give me a holler over here on my Twitter. It's at Blackrue. I would love to collab with you. If you're talking about the Gentlemen of Crypto, I think they have their DMs open. Let me see here, where you can DM them. Yeah, they do. So yeah, definitely get in contact. I would love to. I would love to. All right, cool, man. I'll be looking out for that DM at Blackrue, man. That'd be awesome. So, just to sum it up, while if you guys have any more questions, please drop them in. But I'm going to sum it up right here. So, based off of all the things we're seeing from things like Injective, things like XLR, where is it? Things like XLR, we can see that this whole inter-blockchain communication with Cosmos is a real thing. And you can see here exported and imported of like multiple millions of dollars, right? We can see here an Ethereum venture capitalist, former consensus guy, giving Cosmos a big thumbs up here for 2023. So I'm really going to be kind of cognizant of different Cosmos ecochain and Cosmos itself. Now that's one thing that we do kind of need to be on the lookout for. Like some of these different ones on Cosmos, you don't necessarily have to own Cosmos to take advantage of these. So it's not like Ethereum in that like you gotta buy Ethereum for some of these to like kind of take advantage. However, so just keep that in mind that some of these chains might actually do better than Cosmos, the coin itself. So just keep that in mind. So Yeah, and IBC makes me really, really um, bullish on both Cosmos, things like XLR, things like Osmosis, things like Injective, things like Kava. Really, really, really bullish on those. And the interoperability is real. It's real. How much weight do you give to tokenomics when considering coins to own? Um, I give it a lot of weight. I do give it a lot of weight, but I give partnerships a bigger weight than tokenomics because let's say case in point, and what's up, vegan trader? Case in point, XRP, right? That's one of the biggest kind of use cases for that. XRP is teamed up with some of the biggest players out there. So many central banks, so many so many central banks, so many huge platforms. We know that it's on demand liquidity is something that could save banks right now. Um, we know that it was on such of a big tear that they literally had to bring out an SEC case to stop it, right? So XLRP is the biggest use case of that, and its max supply is 100 billion, right? Which is crazy when you compare it to like Bitcoin, excuse me, or something like Quant, right? So this is a case where partnerships kind of went out over tokenomics. But then when you take something like Quant under consideration and you understand its partnerships and its tokenomics, that's why you can see that certain people almost believe Quant will outpace Bitcoin at some point, right? Like, I doubt it, but I definitely could see Quant at $1,000 a coin, considering that it's dealing with all the different CBDC people, has partnerships with Alliance Block, with LCX, with R3 Cordia, with SIA, all these banking clearing houses. So you can already see it's definitely in line to really make an impact with CBDCs and the traditional finance system. And the tokenomics are like it's insanely low how much a supply of this coin is, and you can kind of say this is like when tokenomics and partnerships are the perfect match. Um, so I almost say yes, take tokenomics into account, but partnerships might be even more important than tokenomics. So for me, it might go partnerships, tokenomics, and then everything else after that. Because like there are a couple different coins I can bring up that like there's a very low supply, but who do they work with, right? That's the biggest thing right there, right? Who are they partnered with? And it just seems to me, if we look at coin market cap and we look at the top 50 coins, a lot of the coins that might have a WEF relationship tend to do very well. Um, let's just take Bitcoin out of the equation. We know it's the granddaddy of everything. They can't control it. It can't be stopped. Who knows if the CIA made it or not? Whatever. Ethereum, very heavy with JP Morgan, listed on LCX, which is a World Economic Forum partner. Ethereum, right? Kind of got a relationship with them through BlackRock, right? Binance. XRP is a literal World Economic Forum member. Cardano is listed on LCX. And even though Charles says he doesn't really like um, the World Economic Forum people that much, LCX on their launch pad was bringing out Cardano projects. So, so, there we have that. Polygon is basically a sidechain of Ethereum. It's like going down a list, and we already know Solana's connections with FTX and how they were kind of helping like the Ukraine and all of that different stuff. Bottom line is, and I already went over how Polkadot is going to probably have LCX built on top of it or whatever, built as using its substrate. All of these coins probably have a little bit of World Economic Forum connection, right? So in that sense, we know that those coins just tend to do well. So if you're looking for a coin that might do well, you might want to try to see if they have any connection with the WEF in any way, or that they're sovereign in the way that Bitcoin and like Litecoin are solvent. And by the way, Litecoin's kind of looking kind of juicy here at $88. Seeing as how they got a halving coming up this year. Looks kind of juicy here at $88. But anyway, let's see if we have one more question. Everyone's hopping on Shiba Inu's Omi's new ETH tech. How much stock should we put in their ecosystem? Like leash, similar supply. I'll say this about Shiba Inu. It seems like people like not CoinMarketCap, Crow, whoever those people are, Crypto.com. Crypto.com and Binance hold a lot of sheep. So there's something about that. Sheep didn't get this high up in the list by just being a meme coin. So it's something to the fact that Crypto.com and Binance hold so much sheep, and I believe they're top 50, top 15. So Shiba Inu may have its day coming here at some point, and if we're over here to show you a little bit more info on this, the amount of holders, I'm sorry for that sound again, the amount of holders just continuously goes up on Shiba Inu. So there's something to it, man. There's something to it. At some point, we might see this kind of breakout of where it is right now. What they do to do it, who knows, right? But we may see a breakout of this meme area. Maybe at some point they do a token conversion. Maybe at some point they do something to make it easier to burn tokens. Like I know they said they were doing a metaverse and all of this different stuff. Sheep is definitely one to watch out for. When Shiba Inu halves, that just means the amount that you can mine is less. Or I'm sorry, when Bitcoin halves, that just means the amount that you can mine is less. The ordinals, as I understand them, they're just like representative of like one Satoshi, right? Or something like that. And you can attach data to that Satoshi. So that's what I guess that's what ordinals are. So the amount of Bitcoin mining that can be mined being halved doesn't doesn't affect a Satoshi, right? There's just going to be more Satoshis out there being mined, right? But that doesn't affect that you can attach an ordinal to that newly mined Satoshi, right? So yeah, that won't affect anything. See here. Question over here. What's up, Bird Dog? What do you think of Juno? What's up, TW? Let's look at Juno right quick. I never actually kind of looked at it. I knew it's on their blockchain, but I'm not sure what separates it apart from anything else, right? Juno. Another one where they're kind of giving us the wrong max and total supply. And let's so max supply is a little under 200 million. Let's see what coin market cap has to say about what it actually does. Sovereign public blockchain in a Cosmos ecosystem, which provides an environment for the deployment of interoperable smart contracts. The network serves as a decentralized, permissionless, and censorship-resistant avenue for developers to effectively and securely launch smart contracts using proven frameworks and compile them in various languages, Rust and Go. Battle-tested contract modules such as Cos. I'm just not sure how to say this. It just doesn't. Wasp? Is that it? I don't know. All for decentralized applications to be compiled in robust smart chains. Okay. Juno. Let's look at it. Ecosystem. Okay, I think for us to have just a better kind of straight up overview, I'm going to go over here to DeFi Llama. So here's Kava again, and it was showing all the things that we've seen here before. We went over to the Kava Lend. That was the platform right here where I showed you. So Kava Lend has a decent amount on it, 79 million on the Kava Mint. But let's go back and see what we can see about Juno. We don't want Parachain, we want Cosmos. Juno, there we go. Dexes, liquid staking. Okay, so not sure what to think about this as far as the DeFi goes. It's not like it's just been slowly drained out. I don't know why it put me back on Parachain again. So yeah, so it looks like it's far behind um, Crypto.com, Kava, Kanto, Osmosis, and Thorchain. But maybe it's not as focused. I'm just gonna have to check this out, do a little bit more research on this because I really don't look at Juno that much, to be honest. But it seems like it has a lot of different things on this ecosystem here. Um, as far as DeFi.com is concerned, or as far as the DeFi Llama is concerned, it only listed like three things in reference to DeFi. But I'll have to just come over here and look and see some more about what's going on here, maybe what area Juno is actually in. But yeah, um, I'll say right now I have no comment on it yet because it doesn't seem like there's that much information yet here. But wow, if you look at where it's been to where it's at right now, that's crazy. Um, that's a possible 45x or 40x with price. That's insane. I see nothing as far as the DeFi goes to make it a possible 40x in price. You can see here it's trailing so much further behind all the rest of these. Only had about 25 or 30 million locked up in it. Of course, this is just with DeFi. So I would just have to figure out, does it have something going on the private chain? As you can see here with other things like Kava and Osmosis, Kava had almost more than $500 million locked up in it. Osmosis actually did have $1 billion locked up in it at one point, I believe. Yes. $1.5 billion locked up in this DeFi, but maybe Juno has more things going on with it as far as privacy goes. Looks like you can buy it on Kraken. You can convert to it on Osmosis. You can get it on MXC, but as far as you can see here, it doesn't seem like there's much volume with it on these markets. I'm wondering how it just went up to all that amount of money so quickly, and now it just seems to be dead. I don't get that, but I'll have to do some research into it and really figure out what's going on there. Because right now it seems dead, very dead. Yeah, it was a rising star, but I think they had some type of hack last year. Gotcha. Juno had some good momentum on there for a bit. Also on Telcoin, Zil. Telcoin is one of those little dark horses because Telcoin actually has bank status in the U.S. Via Nebraska, I believe it is. And you can actually use their app. I have their app downloaded, and you can stake on their app. I don't know how much it lets you stake for on their app. Another one, huge supply, but with all the liquidity problems that banks are having, you have to think if Telcoin can get itself kind of really going in the U.S. Now it has that bank status. I could definitely see it getting back to a cent, which is crazy to think about right here. This is actually a good, like, in Blackrue language, it's a good lotto play. I actually do see it getting back to a cent. These dudes are actually doing stuff. If we go onto their Telegram, I'm sure we can find it. Or I'm sorry, if we go onto their Twitter, I'm sure that we'll find that they're actually doing stuff. Yeah, they're always just very active. Telco's own resistance. So they're in a engaging panel with, I'm not sure what MWC 23 is, but they're on a panel up here with representatives from Circle, Citibank, and I'm not sure what IDEMIA is, but that's huge. That's huge. These are the company these guys are keeping here. Um, yeah, I think Telcoin is a sleeping. It's a good little lotto play out there because they actually do real things. Um, Making waves in Barcelona. So okay, this must be somewhere in Barcelona that this conference is happening. Spain, one of the places I've always wanted to visit. I'm sure you already been there though, Bird Dog, because you've been over everywhere, man. Uh, yeah, it seems like there are a lot of influential people at this conference. I would love if they would just actually say what MWC means. But anyway, seems like a huge tech conference, and Telcoin's there, and they're on panels with Citibank. Seems like Telcoin's a sleeping giant to me. I need to get on their app more and play around with it, but I really think they might be something. Of course, the only thing here is the tokenomics, just like we looked at with Shiba Inu. This is just a lot of coins that they got out there, but I'm sure they have it like that for a reason. This was always meant to be a remittance payment platform. So the reason that they got all of these tokens, all of the ones that are kind of meant for payment and to be like a remittance type of thing, have supplies that are this huge. So that just tends to be the standard. Um, but yeah, Telcoin is one of the ones like really this I think is a little secret out there. And yeah, there I probably need to go put a little money in Telcoin. I used to be in them kind of heavy. Um, yeah, they seem like a bargain right now at this price to me. So as you can see, they're in good company. Mobile World Congress. Thank you, God. Mobile World Conference. So yeah, they're in the house there. So yeah, I like Telcoin. What's up, Alexandros? Our guy over there in Macedonia. Thanks, man. I'm glad you're doing well. I mean, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Alejandros, for your continued watching of the videos. You always check in with comments and stuff, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it seems like Juno's been abandoned a little bit. I would probably look, if you're really looking to put some money in something. I don't know. I don't know that I would bother with it right now, but I had to do a little bit more research and get back to you on it. I'd rather put money in like osmosis or something else at this point that has a lot of liquidity in it. Um, yeah. And shout out to the patrons. The patrons are going to get another watch list this week. Weekly watch list for the patrons. If that's something you guys are interested in, look under my videos tab and just go to a video in there, and I'll give you the link. But yeah, guys, let's get everything ready for this bull run. And you guys know I'll be back at it tomorrow at around 7:30 Mountain Standard Time, because that's what time we're on now in Arizona. Be sure to hop in the Telegram. The link is up above here if you're on my channel. The link should be up above if you're on a Gentleman of Crypto channel, but I know they're blocking it out a little bit. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. That is. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.